Another Monday, another night, another rollback. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is week 31? Yeah, week 31 of the BGF. And we have a special thing, which will not be shown in the video, but we actually changed the venue. We moved to my place with a giant fuck off projector screen, and it's nice. And it changes everything. It's difficult to look at meters. Anyway.
Who are you, buddy?
I'm Jean-Paul, also known as Weirdling, and I'm here with...
I'm Jamie, also known as Reinart. Going into this week's event, you're a champion.
Yeah.
Again.
Fucking beast. Fucking beast.
That caught me off guard the other day.
What? Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, that was fun. Premeditated call out.
So, as usual, the Champions Gauntlet, where challengers will face up against champion in a series of best of 5 matches. Any challengers who are successful go on to the second round to face off for the belt, and our 2 lowest placing fighters will face for the spoon.
Yeah, the good old spoon, which is nicer than the belt.
One day that'll be fixed. I promise.
Yeah. So how did you feel about the whole like projector kind of situation? Because obviously the screen is much bigger, it's difficult to look at the meters. The frame rate is consistent, but obviously it's reflecting on a wall, so it's slightly more blurry if you look at it. It's just like there's so many differences compared to a regular screen.
I found it was alright in terms of like looking at it. The main thing was I kept getting eaten by the couch. I had to keep removing more and more cushions so I could sit normally and look at it.
Yeah, that's something we can work on.
Yeah, looking up at it wasn't too bad. It's not like we were going for long enough that it would start to like hurt the neck.
Well, I also kind of changed the height of the thing, because when I was testing it, I was getting it as close to the ceiling as possible, but then I realized that looking up actually hurts your neck in the long run, so I just like lowered it to a more reasonable height.
Yeah, it definitely works better for the crowd that are present each Monday.
Oh yes, the crowd that is ever growing.
Surprisingly, yes.
Yeah, there's gonna be 3 people next week. It's pretty good. So, yeah, I think it's time to get into the game.
Let's get started.
All right,
Let's rock. So the first match this evening, Case of Chaos versus myself. Just returning to the usual reverse order of the weeks. I kind of didn't know what the order was from last week, but you guys told me, so that was nice.
You can always check the results that we had.
We did play a couple of warm-up games before the gauntlet this week, so everyone should be nice and heated.
Oh, I didn't feel it.
No?
Well, this is not my match yet, so I'll get to that when we get to it. Yeah, I did play a couple of games with Case of Chaos, but just before the whole thing started, but obviously I had like people over, so I didn't really have the time to practice. Classic start with Liga and stuff.
Oh, missed my Kara.
No Kara for you.
Let's me try to work on using, after confirm with the close slash, you can hit with Garuda and go straight into Buster.
Yeah.
Drop the dust combo.
Even though you make as many mistakes as everybody else, you still come out on top because, you know.
He keeps trying to jump, man. Kicking the knee. You trying to escape? Be patient. I say yes, I get counter hit.
It feels like you're getting less of the cross-ups. In terms of like, usually you always grab them as soon as they come out. But in this particular match, it seems like you're just missing them.
Like, I thought I was ready this week, but every time I tried to react to it, I was just a little bit too slow, so I would eat the slash. Oh, I tried to grab him there, but he was just a little bit too far away. Nice confirming to super. Puts me through wall.
For actual reasonable damage.
Oh, I think I caught him backdashing there. The big normals.
I don't think there's anything you can backdash that is just like a regular hit. Maybe the jabs, but everything else is like there's no way you can get out of it.
You can backdash close slash, but only because it's not very active. So like, I think if you time it really well, you can't backdash it, but that's for better players than me.
That's like pulling a pair. Oh, he threw the wall again.
Good momentum for Case Chaos this game. Stuffs the shoulder tackle. Nice DP. Doesn't manage to convert off the go. Aggressive burst to keep me in the corner, but I'm getting out of here.
Clashing the Garuda, running straight into the Buster.
Get my side switch Buster cancelled. Been working on that, try to think more actively, like, right, wait a beat to get the side swap.
This happens to me so many times that I can feel it. I just want my Udansen, but no.
There's heat.
Heat knuckle. Extender.
Oh!
He thought he could press a button. Again. No counter.
I'm actually a little surprised that that kick didn't hit me on the watch back, but I guess it's just
It was just too far.
just a little too far, yeah.
Garuda is like really disjointed, so it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, very. Keeping patience, I thought that was going to be run through that time. Catches me on the slash.
Just doing is that the 2S that you do with the big like
Yeah, that's the 2S.
the back fist?
If I catch a counter hit on it, I can hammer fall up and bust it up while they're still staggering.
Nice.
Like, I do have a bad habit of trying to fish for it a little bit.
I mean, you do want to fish for counter hit. That's just the whole game is about 6 being counter hit.
Try to use my arm to get out. Works, sort of.
I'm surprised you didn't just straight up bust it.
It's like you can read my
as
mind.
I'm calling the buster, it's happening.
I feel like against Case of Chaos, well, recently I've been getting better at determining when I can wake up Buster on an opponent. And Case of Chaos is particularly susceptible to it because he likes to dash on wake up before he does anything. So I can grab him at the dash.
Yeah. Okay.
Say wake up. My wake up. That was a nice parry. He knew. Gets the cross up down.
He's much better at parrying your Mega Fist than I am.
Oh. Don't know if that was a panic DP or he thought I was coming in, but get the round for it.
I mean, probably. If you're playing Leo, you're in the corner and the opponent's pressuring you. What is the only option that you want to do? It's just the DP, nothing else.
So I can capitalise on Case Chaos' slight moments of hesitation by just clapping him on me. It really helps for just getting out of these corner situations. Like, he's perfectly good at forcing you into the corner, but once you're there, sometimes he just lets off the gas and you can get out.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think that the whole idea of like sometimes stopping your strings is bad, but it's just like I think he
Ready for
leaves
that
too
time.
much time.
Yeah, like, stagger pressure is most certainly a thing, but he just waits too long.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like it's literally like maybe like 5 frames you can wait and then you just continue.
I think he's just afraid of getting blown up for pressing buttons, really.
Yeah, I guess.
So yeah.
No, that was pretty good even though you got a 3-0. So
Yeah, like, he definitely had me sweating. I commented on it afterwards. Like, it might have been a 3-0, but oh boy.
it was not a 3-0. It was just a regular old 3-0.
Fuck, I had to pull out some fancy tech to get him there.
Like back Mega Fist. Nothing beats that.
I don't even have a response for that. Fuck.
Well, it's like like I did try and get some like practice on the back Mega Fist because that's what you always get me with. And I realized that there's so few things that I can do with back Mega Fist, especially if I'm like mid-string. If I have like a frame trap, you're just gonna back Mega Fist and it's gonna save you.
You've got to know, essentially. That
Yeah, if I know that it's coming, but even if I know that it's coming, it depends on what move I'm actually using just before. Because if I don't use like a super fast move that can be jump cancelled, no, I'm gonna eat it. Unless I just stop and block. That's like my only option. So yeah, Case of Chaos.
Defeated though.
Defeated. He's not getting the belt. Not today.
One day.
One day.
One day.
It may not be this week. It may not be next. Maybe not even next month. But eventually, I'm going to get it.
I think he might honestly take it over the summer. He's going to have a lot. Even though he'll be starting his new position, he's going to have a lot more time, not having to juggle his current job and then college at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm expecting a big improvement from Case Chaos across the summer. So let's
hopefully.
see if he can prove me right.
Yeah. It may not be next month. Okay. Well, I guess it's myself up next, so
Let's get into it.
let's see what I can do with you. It's me versus you.
One mission.
One
Don't
mission
lose.
to dethrone the beast, who's not the beast at the moment. Yeah, when I was getting into this, I was like, oh boy, I am so not ready. I had like 2 friends over for the combined time of over a week, and I was like, I did not have enough time to practice my stuff. So yeah, I was like, okay, if I can win one game, I'm happy. But I was like, oh, I'm really not like, I don't have, you know, when you get into a game, you sort of have your game plan sort of like laid out. I did not have it this week. I was just like, I just don't want to get Heavenly. That was pretty much the entire thing.
I spent the whole intro sequence thinking about what my opening move was going to be, thinking that you was think I would do something, so I was going to do something, and I settled on the 6p.
And it works.
I figured if you did anything that wasn't 2S, 6p was probably going to beat it out. Or at least that'd be safe enough.
No, you can 6p 2S as well.
Really?
Yeah, because 2S is not a low.
Oh, what's the one where you throw out the big flail thing where you're crouching down?
That's 2S, but it's not a low hit. You can block it standing up.
It comes out low enough that it still hits Potemkin's heart box when 6p.
Okay.
Like his crossed legs can still be hit.
Alright, okay.
Fucking already putting me through the wall.
Yeah, I just spent time explaining. Okay, so that was, I think that was, yeah, that was gonna be gun. Yes.
That was also going to be gun, yeah. I remember
So
this.
that was gonna be gun. You caught me with the heat knuckle because I accidentally TK'd it, so I jumped. And at this point, I was just like, oh, for fuck's sake! Then I tried it again, and you just got me Heavenly, and I was like, okay, this is exactly how I thought this was gonna go.
He reads the wrong thing and gets me anyway, goddamn.
Okay. Classic bread and butter, like just 25% health, 3 hit combo. Yeah, that's the thing, like I don't know how to deal with back Mega Fist, because if I press anything, it's just gonna counter. Especially the 2H, that is like not something that I want to press against.
Ooh, dodge me for burst. Bless.
And then it's just like, oh, if 2S doesn't work, try it again.
Just do it again. I think I panicked when it missed, thinking it was going to connect when you touched the ground, so I just mashed out again.
Well, it worked because clearly I think I was gonna 6p, but it didn't come out in time.
I've noticed over the recent weeks that our matches have our physical selves in game are drifting further and further apart. We're not really close to each other. We're just throwing out things at the tip of our range, trying to catch each other.
Well, my logic there is I'm trying to like jump and like I'm basically mixing the dashes and the jumps because I want you to make a bad read so I can capitalize on it.
I thought since this rollback, I fought a Celestial Viking. They kicked me out of my challenge, but this is what the match was also like. We were just hanging around at a range, waiting. The first 15 seconds of the match, I think, was spent with them waiting for me to throw a slide head, so they could air dash slash me.
Yeah, you don't really use slide head anymore against me.
No, it's too dangerous. You're ready, you blow me up.
Yeah. Or if I'm like, oh, that's a slide head, I'm just gonna dash in, and once you're done with the slide head, I just get absolutely fucked by a 6p to hit knuckle. It's a really tight window that I have there.
I remember this. I don't think I wanted all these hammer falls, but we'll take them.
Oh.
Catch me pressing buttons.
And yeah, what happened there is that if that was a close slash, I would have gotten the full like destroy combo, so you would have died. But for some reason it was a far slash, so I just couldn't do anything. I hit you once and that was it. Luckily I could win anything.
Take the game. Yeah, I think that super caught me at the recovery of a 2p or something. I thought I hadn't pressed the button, but he got me anyway.
Well, apparently you have, or you just didn't block.
Let's go, one apiece.
That was a Yozansen straight into the heat, not heat control, it was a 60, and then you just missed your Boston.
So far, Kara's not been so hot today.
No.
stay out the range of that Kabari.
No, I definitely like as soon as I get a negative move up close, I just want to backdash because if it's Buster, I'm dead. I don't know why I dashed. I think I just wanted to reach the ground and then run towards you, but I just pressed it too early.
Did you know that if you FD in there, it causes you to drop straight to the ground?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it like increases your gravity or whatever, and you fall to the ground much faster.
Oh, that's nice.
So you just need to tap it. I don't think you need to hold it.
Nice. No, I didn't know that.
Some beastly tech for you. That I don't know when it'll come in handy, but you know, it seems good to know.
Well, considering that the new patch is dropping soon, so it's coming in at 10, and faultless defense as well as some of the counter hits are just like completely changed. It means that we're all going to get like combo routes that we never had before.
Did the patch notes come out and I totally missed it?
No, it's coming on the 8th, but it's like
Okay.
based on the footages and all that stuff that we already have of the patch. It just shows that a lot of things are going to change.
I'm not necessarily convinced that they'll change too much about Potemkin.
No, like general mechanics. So it's like if you get like really hard counters on stuff that don't really give you hard counters, that just extend your combos like significantly just by existing.
More meter gain on defense, please. I think the game could really benefit from that.
You knew I was going to do this.
I knew it was going to do this. Kick him in the knee.
I should have just used Senpuu.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, because that works. That is like the only thing that works when you're crouch blocking on my vehicle. Or a grab, but if you're too far, that's not easy.
It's known that I have a crouch blocking habit. It's like be exploited.
Well, the thing is, if you block the Ozansen, you're definitely going to bust it, which I'm not really for. Or at least the regular grab.
Still working on not panicking enough to get the buster. But, yeah. I'm kind of happy with my Roman cancels the past 2 weeks. I'm using them in situations where I'm not necessarily doing it. Like I would always do it after buster, like doing it after like missed hammer falls and stuff to catch people dashing over me. But yeah, that'll be the game. I realised we just had a conversation right through that.
Well, there was nothing really interesting on my part to speak of, so I was just giving you how I felt about the whole scenario and just updates on the game. But basically, in 2 rollbacks time, we're going to play a different game. So we get the next one, which is what's the date for the next one? Is it the 6th?
I feel like I should be able to tell you that, but I can't.
Hold on, I'm gonna check the calendar.
Yes.
Right, so 6th is the next one, which means that on the 13th, the rollback after that is just gonna be a whole different game.
The final rollback of season 1. I hadn't even considered that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, next one is the final rollback of season 1. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that needs to be like. It's not like a big event, but it should be like mentioned.
I think we'll talk about it. Yeah. In summary, I fought you. I was sad.
Well, at least I got a better score than Case of Chaos.
Send that man to the spoon bracket.
Yes. So I am as of now. I am 2nd place. So we just need to say what Senpuu can
all
do.
on Senpuu.
Let us see.
Has he got what it takes?
Maybe not. It's classified.
It's the man with the plan. It's Senpuu Retsuzan.
What's his plan?
I have no idea.
So how do you know he has one?
He's always got one.
Oh,
I assume.
I think his plan is DP.
2nd place last week, facing me last in this week's gauntlet.
Are you ready for this?
I always think I'm ready for it, and he ends up surprising me more often than not. Even if I ultimately win in the end, that didn't mean it was easy.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's by an inch or a mile. If you win, you win.
Man's coming for my gold. Let's keep him out.
Nice. That looks like a start that I would eat. He's learning from me.
So yeah, before the gauntlet, Weirdling played his warm-ups against Case Chaos, and I played mine against Senpuu. So we already have a bit of experience, practice, playing against each other today.
Yes. On the projection, on the wall.
Slightly more ready for each other. Really thought I could catch him with that Mega Fist.
Throwing out the 2S.
Try to space this man out. It's happening again this week, like it was last week. The length of that fire slash just punishing me over and over again.
Yeah, that's something that I always bitch about as well, because it's really difficult to counter hit from the distance, because even though it has like an extended hurt box, it's just like by the time your move comes out, when you see that it's coming, it's going to counter hit you first.
Yeah, I don't know the frame data on it is, but it feels rather fast.
I mean,
very
it's
good too.
it's well, the reason it feels really fast is because it's far away. So it's like you're thinking about the moves that you can use in response, and every single button you have is probably going to be either the same speed or slower.
Yeah,
And that's why it feels really fast.
and if you've already seen the attack start up, it's going to be too late.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just the 6 speed that saves you from it, pretty much.
Senpuu carrying straight to the corner. He's ready. It was the wall brother, met by Senpuu's own wall.
Yeah, the wall to the wall.
Our own games have become much like what I said about our games last round, where we're just kind of hanging around at a distance.
I was
time the bust out.
I was just gonna say that it feels exactly the same. It's just like jumping around, hoping for you to whiff something, and
grab.
it just goes in for it.
Yeah, shockwave off the Roman cancel, keeping him in block stun, so Buster just goes straight through. Damn.
Yeah, you don't want to grab up to the roof.
It's a setup that I think I used to be better at, to be honest, but I've not done it so long that I'm a bit rusty on time. Because I got to the point where anytime I'd Roman cancel forward, you guys would always just jump knowing that Buster was coming.
Yeah, I mean, what you can do is like if you're gonna keep doing that, you could just like mix it up. This, instead of doing the buster, you can use the heat metal, which is like if we jump, that's going to grab us anyway.
Getting Roman cancel off of my armor ping. That is a bit of tempting tech that's always in the back of my mind, and I just never do it. I never react in time. Because there's a slight stop when your armor gets dinged, you can use that to get a cancel out and punish them.
Yeah, this is where execution is not everything, because just because you can do a combo, it doesn't mean that you have the presence of mind to do it in the heat of the actual match.
Yeah, like, I think my Potemkin knowledge is much greater than what I can actually end up doing in a game.
Yeah, same. I think that probably applies to all of us, because it's just like, oh, I know that this move definitely works if I try to do it, but I don't want to risk doing a combo that I've been practicing for 2 months. Good jump again.
I think the pressure just gets high enough sometimes that the level of your brain that would think, oh, I'm going to do the new combo just isn't kicked in, and you just resort to instinct from what you're used to.
Yeah, I think we play safer in gauntlets than we actually play just like either in the tower or just like against, casual opponents, or when we're playing each other not in the gauntlet. I just fucking love how you just like lift off and it's just like my planet needs me and Potemkin is just like slowly elevating from the ground. I found this really funny live.
Clap this man's knees. Try for the Buddha there, because sometimes I'm able to catch both Senpuu and Case Chaos dashing back forward, and the extended range of the Buddha just catches them.
Yeah.
And just poking at each other, using the pussies. Senpuu getting a nice conversion there, burst to get off of me. Want to be forced straight back.
I never see a gold burst. It's always like you're probably the best one to use the burst, because everybody's really burst happy except for yourself. Because you only use it when it's like, okay, there's no way I can get out of this shit. And then you just burst.
If I have enough life left, I like to just use my health as a resource and keep the burst when I need it.
Yeah, but you're probably the only one out of the characters that we play that can actually do it. Because
I've got so much health.
yeah, so obviously when you're a grappler, you use your health as a resource, but you play some like squishy character like Melee or Chip, obviously that's not something you can afford.
Yeah, it does have the downside of I don't get my burst back as quickly as if I'd spent it at the start of round 1. Which does lead to situations often in round 2 where I don't have my burst in a situation where I really need it.
Yeah.
But I think being patient with burst is probably a good skill to have.
I mean, if I get a counter hit on you and I can tether you and you don't have burst, that is the ideal situation for me. Because even on Potemkin I can get 50% health with that.
Lives the wall.
just to get the thing flicked back at him.
I didn't think he was going to live the ball there, but I guess that's Leo's guts coming into play.
And this is a more disappointing death. Getting your own shit flicked back in your face.
It's DP, you have to press button.
Good old Mega Fist.
Get me out of here, please. I can't escape, man. Look at this.
Well, you have burst. Also back Mega Fist, which always works.
Always works. I think at this point I've decided that burst is for the next round. I've got so little health left. Yeah.
And you have one more match to... Oh,
Very nice. He knew it was Mega Fist, reads it perfectly.
well, what else would it be?
That's very fair. It can only be one or the other.
That's why I favor doing Yodansen when you're in the corner, because it's probably going to be back Mega Fist.
If it's crouch block, it hits. If it's back Mega Fist, it hits. It covers quite a lot of options.
Yeah.
That is a nice conversion. Drops it just the ending too far away. Oh, I remember that. I went for the flick to try and keep him out, and he used the back turn P to hit my extended hurt box, and that totally caught me. I was super impressed. I thought it was going to be a forward dash. Catching the DP.
Where's the burst? No.
It's being done badly. That's fair. I may have good patience on the burst, but I do have a terrible habit. I don't know, of bursting when I'm slightly too high or just slightly out of range and dying for it.
Well, that's usually what happens against you as well, because you do the uppercut thing and it's like, oh shit, I just got hit by the uppercut, so I'm definitely gonna eat the next hit. So I just burst and it's just way too high.
Yeah.
So I get caught by the... Well, in that case you change up your combo, but otherwise that would be the time when you do the heat metal. So it's just, yeah.
People have adjusted for me waiting for burst. I'll often ignore doing the dust and just go straight into 2-8 to try and get heat knuckle when they have burst to try and catch them off guard, but people are ready for it now. Ooh, drops it.
I don't know whether to do that.
I'm not sure either, but yeah, it caught me off guard and it just clipped me again. Oh, the life difference. Damn.
Where's the flick? I wouldn't have had time to come out anyway.
I don't think so. I probably tried, but didn't get it. Man's just ready now. He's made the adaptations he needs. I might still be back Mega Fist in the corner, but I've spent more than half of this game in the corner.
Nice.
Ah, no Kara, once again.
What happened to the celestial tech of doing 5 Mega Fist to Buster?
I tried that 1 week. You guys do not let me get away with it. I tried it on you specifically, and I couldn't get more than 2 Mega Fists without getting stuffed.
Yeah, because like once you start spamming Mega Fist, I'm ready for it. But if you do it like every once in a while, I'm never ready for it.
He's ready for the Mega Fist. Look at this. I think he's DP'd my past 3 or 4 Mega Fists.
Yeah.
Oh, just missed. For the game as well.
That's so far I'm the only one you managed to heavenly. And that was because I fucked up my gun.
I have Heavenly weeks and I have regular Buster weeks.
Yeah.
This seems to be a Buster week.
How many Busters have you landed?
A number? I hit Case Chaos a fair amount of times, I got you a couple of times. Don't think I've busted Senpuu.
No, I don't think so.
But then some weeks ago.
Oh yeah, that jump slash is annoying because it actually breaks through your armor.
Yeah,
it hits twice.
hits twice.
Yeah, I wish I had something like that.
Man just abused me in the corner. He waits for the burst, but I'm not giving it to him.
No burst for you.
Like, we've all started waiting for the burst to an extent, and thus all of us with burst have started withholding the burst, expecting the burst wait.
Oh,
These
no,
mind games, man.
I don't really like if I have burst and I know that I'm going to lose like over 25% health, I'm just gonna use it. And then I usually like get shafted for it because it's like, oh, it doesn't have to burst anymore, I can be more aggressive, and then I just get absolutely fucked.
Oh, that was a bad decision from me. He was always going to DP that.
Yeah. And you see, I kind of have the same sort of like issue with both the Tenkan and Leo. Is I know that if I'm gonna dash in, I'm either going to eat a DP or in your case, I'm going to eat the heat knuckle. So dashing in is like the most dangerous thing I can do.
All my time in Fighter Z paying off as I'm blocking these huge block strings in the corner.
Oh, there we
The
go.
combo heavenly. So due to Leo's massive guts, he's health out of yellow. I don't think this will kill. He's going to live, despite it being heavenly, yeah. Scaled from the combo, of course, but yeah, Leo's guts value is 4, I think, which is rather high. That was really nice, cancelling out of the super to continue the combo going, but alas,
Yeah,
it's back Mega Fist!
He's done that before, and if it's close to the wall, it's actually super high damage as well.
Yeah, I remember I popped off at that during the match, despite being the one getting hit by it. I thought it was great. Catch me the jump slash, very nice.
Little forward Mega Fist.
This match started with DP's get Heat Knuckle and has now got into the Heat Knuckles coming early and the DP's just stuck. What a nice change. Recognise I'm not going to clear that projectile just in time. I'm getting much better remembering to do these Mega Fist roll cancels, but it is supposed to be a purple cancel. I'm supposed to wait a bit longer so I'm closer to the ground. If you're too high in the air, sometimes you don't get a combo off of it, you have enough time to block afterwards. That was very tricksy, but once again, back Mega Fist gets me out of that situation and retains my belt.
Ah, yes. So, yeah, you got 2 games on you, I got 1 game on you, and Keisuke's got nothing.
So,
But, as the rules demand, it's gonna be the 2 worst performing players, so regardless of my score, I'm going to have to face Keisuke's.
Senpuu taking second again this week,
Yeah, secured at the 2nd place.
so he will likely be the final match of the gauntlet once again next week.
I
Good job,
mean,
Senpuu. I really thought you were going to get me, man, once that momentum shifted.
but no, because back Mega Fist.
Back
Nothing
Mega
beats
Fist.
that.
Give Potemkin a reversal, a real one, please.
I mean, yeah. No, you shouldn't get one.
Just reduce the frames on Gigantokai, please.
Yeah,
9
but
frames between Flash and that. The move
Do
actually started.
you really need that shit? It's like
Yes.
you have so many things that are just like wrecking the opponent just by mistiming a jump or anything. So it's like I think if you had like a reversal, like the Potemkin would go like S tier straight away.
Maybe, but all you have when you're under pressure is back Mega Fist or the wall. But since it's 9 frames, it's rather reactable. Although it does catch out parry, which is nice.
Yes.
How long is the Leo parry active for now that I think about it? Since that catches the wall.
Yes. Well, I can catch the wall if I parry after the
Flash.
the super flash, yeah. But it's like if I'm ready for it and I parry in advance, it's not gonna work. I think Leo has like, because I have 6 frames, so I think Leo's maybe like 10, but I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm not sure.
10 would make sense.
So yeah, because like if it's 10, it's definitely catching the thingy.
Yeah. Like if they notice the wall, I get parried every time.
Yes. Wish I had the frames for it. When I was on Jet to do it,
Yeah.
it worked. Also, like it even works if the wall's already out, because the wall triggers the parry, and I do the animation anyway. So
Just go straight through it.
in that case, Anju's much better. But Anju
Actually,
is meter for that.
the buff we really need. Why doesn't the wall stop Gold Dick's gun? It's a barrier. The gun goes right through it.
Yeah, but everything goes right through it. There's no projectile that gets stopped by Giganto Kai.
Isn't there? I thought like
No.
Kai's projectile was stuffed and whatnot by it.
I don't know. I know that Shitsu goes through. I know that. Well, obviously, Baiken's gun goes through it, but
Yeah,
it's a super.
that's a super. I'll give it. Like, that's fine. That's a super.
But I also think Leo's projectile goes through it as well.
Huh. I've
So-
just never noticed. I was under the impression that just Gold Lewis's minigun would go through it, but most standard projectiles would be stopped by it.
I think everything goes through it, but I might be wrong. Because I've never seen anything being stopped by Giganto Kai.
Make it a barrier! Just make it a barrier then, fuck it.
Yeah, make it block. Because it's not
Please.
enough that it's like constantly moving towards the opponent, and just if you touch it, you get like absolutely smashed.
Also
because-
increase speed by 300%, let's fucking go.
Oh, that would turn it into Leo's projectile.
I'm not complaining. I guess we should get into the final match of the evening then.
Yeah, let's see if I can best case of chaos.
The battle for the spoon.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's time to face the spoon. Or rather, try to avoid the spoon.
You face the cock.
I face the cock to not face the spoon. It's better to have the cock than the spoon. Okay, I'll stop. So, yeah, even though we had like a pretty decent like practice session just before the gauntlet, going into this I was like, oh no, it feels like that I'm just not ready for the his routine. Like it is the same problem that I had against you. It's just like I feel like that I didn't have the game plan like laid down in my head.
I think I missed the practice game, so
Yeah, it was just like the majority of the time I was winning, but I felt like that it's not going to continue because he was doing some of the stuff that he normally doesn't do that could really catch me off guard if I'm messing up, and I've been messing up a lot. So if you look at my input, so if you just, I can probably call out what I was trying to do and they didn't work. Yeah, that was me trying to do like an air tatami. Clearly wasn't gonna work because he was like not doing anything, so we can just 6p me out of it.
nice into pinball.
And the pinball, breaking the wall. I don't know
Oh,
why.
he used the close slash. He's a good boy. I feel like we're always telling them off for that. Use close slash to punish when you can. Don't 2D, etc, etc.
Yeah.
Kick. Oh, that was a
Yeah.
choice, but it worked out.
I was trying to jump there, that's why he got me with the other.
Catch him. He left the ground and everything, but still go. Nice.
Yeah, so some of my wall stuff do work. It just feels like in neutral I was just I was not like ready for anything. Oh, that was by an inch.
That was a weird one. Like Pillar catching you just in the end of his active frames.
Oh yeah, that was me hitting it and then parry, which is stupid because it never works.
Making good use of your jab this game.
Well, that was meant to be a parry forward, but he crossed me up, so it ended up just being a 5p.
6p this man. 6p back. Classic case of chaos, you hit him with something, he's gonna hit you with the same move right back.
Getting pinballed again. I have the meter, what am I going to do with it? Absolutely
Equal
nothing.
slash apparently.
Yeah.
Oh!
I knew that, okay, I'm gonna go for it, but I'm fairly certain he hasn't pressed the button, and then I could see the shield appearing, I was like, fuck.
Nice parry. That was good. Game 1 goes to case of chaos.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's got. Start round 2. He opened last round with a very nice cross up to him. Catch him this time, not let him have it.
Yeah, I realized that if I jump kick, if I press kick instantly, if the opponent's jumping in on me, I'm gonna win. But if they just don't come in and then just wait, I can still get the jump slash out.
That's something I hadn't noticed this week. Alright, not sure so much about last week, definitely this week. A lot more use of the jump K for meet people in there. I guess it's just faster than jump slash despite jump slash's range.
Yeah, but basically if someone jumps in on you, kick is probably gonna win. Jump slash only wins if you jump back and you wait for them to dash in. That's the only way you can remove that.
I'm supposed to be using my jump P in there to meet people, but I never think about it, to be honest. I always press the slower button.
Just go Mega Fist. Oh, that was pretty close. I'm disappointed. Yeah,
6p's the foot, damn.
I kicked straight into the pride.
Just throwing it periodic 6p's just in case he catches you. I feel like you can see it in the past couple weeks. Casey Gas is at a point where he's trying to make reads, and he's only right half the time, but like that goal burst was absolutely a preemptive thing, assuming you were going to press a button, but you didn't. And he loses not only his burst, but the round for it. It's good that he's trying to make reads and try to predict what the opponent's going to do, but I think he just is too risky about it. Like, you don't have to use burst for this, man, you know?
Yeah, but like when it comes to risks, like I'm the person who appreciates this the most, because I'm going for parries when I shouldn't, and that's when I go blown up in the early days of my Viking career because of you. Because obviously once I do a parry, it's like 45 frames. You can do whatever you want to, and if I get a buster, that is not a good trade-off.
Yeah, if you can see the parry animation, it's already too late.
Yeah, exactly.
And just grab it. Yeah. Oh, he blocks it.
Oh, I thought he did this.
I thought it was like catch with dashing. Oh, switches side. Very nice.
He usually gets me the cross up. If there's anything that he does well, it's the cross up.
First in the corner. Nice backdash. Oh, that's got to be an input error.
Well, it wasn't input error on my part of that. I'm just panicking, jumping back, hoping that he would jump after me.
Get away, get away, get away.
But yeah, this is usually how I die. So if I lose, it's usually because of this. I use the super, the opponent blocks, punishes, and I die. So yeah, the almost permanent spoon holder is like completely wrecking my ass.
And to think, right before this match started, he already sounded a little defeated.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, it's like kill.
And here we are, 2 games in, 2 games up. Man just needs to believe himself more. Catch a run. I think that was definitely run through.
Yeah, it was. I just wanted to press the button because I was thinking that I was going to be. And he doesn't burst. I hate this. Because once I do my first hit, then the burst will definitely send me away. So I still got it.
Getting round up on him this game.
I got round up in every game so far. The problem is I haven't won. Yeah, there's me trying to 6p him as he's jumping in, but he's not pressing the button, so I just don't get the 6p. I mean, that was not a good conversion, but it was scary.
I feel like Case Chaos is a fan of, not necessarily like the proper safe jump, but he's most likely to just dash in and hold block and not press anything at a lot of us.
Yeah. Well, I would say I'm probably more likely to do it because I jump more than he does. And especially when I think that something is coming like a 6p, I'm probably gonna just... Am I gonna... Oh,
Gun, but you ready?
no.
The classic.
That is something that gets me every time. It's like, oh no, I need to get back projectile. Shit.
I don't need to chase you down. I've got a hunk of iron to do it for me. Oh, catches him. I don't think he was expecting that to hit, so he doesn't convert. Misses just misses on that thing.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like his Ansen should hit slightly further, but then it's just my misjudgment. I'm gonna put it. Yeah. Dash to block is so annoying because I would think that you will press a button and it's just like, oh okay, I'm safe to do my super. No.
This guy's just patiently approaching.
And he stops smite at him and hands me the spoon.
When I was watching this game live, I remember complaining in my mind, just grab him, what are you doing? But then I didn't actually catch it in the moments. I remember that as we're watching back here, so damn. Guess it couldn't be that bad.
Well, I've been getting the spoon more and more recently, so
Nice position on that barrel. Look awfully comfy.
it's yeah, always the whoever gets the spoon sits on the barrel. That's like the what do you call it, the seat of shame or something.
Let's go with that. The
What
barrel of shame.
do you call that in school? When you someone who has been like particular like someone who behaves really badly, you just like sit the person aside and it's just like you get to sit there and the whole class can just like look at you.
I don't think we did that anymore when I was at school. You
Oh.
just got sent out of the class and stand in the corridor until somebody came to yell at you.
Nice. I guess that also works. But yeah, so you kept your belt. I got the spoon, which is, well,
Unusual.
Unusual, yeah. Well, you getting the belt is not unusual. Me getting the spoon is. But
to be 3-0'd by Case of Chaos as well. It's not something you see every day.
Especially after having the practice session where I was just, I think we played like first to 10 and it was like 10 to like 2 or 3. So I was usually, I was basically pulling my regular like ratio of games that we normally do. And then when it comes to the live thing, I get absolutely shafted. Nice.
I guess Case of Chaos just able to convert the practice into action when it mattered.
Yeah, I mean there were many things that were different. Obviously, like playing on the projector, just like looking at the meters is way more difficult because there's a bigger surface that you need to like scan.
Yeah, agreed. You have to properly look away.
Yes, if I want to, if I like, as opposed to just like playing on a regular screen and just like glancing down for a split second, here you would actually like go down like half the wall to see where the thing is. But yeah, I mean we're gonna get used to it eventually.
Yeah, the setup will be tuned across the coming weeks until it's perfect.
Yeah. So yeah. Well done you.
Thank you.
You haven't got your tri-slash yet, but hopefully I will be able to stop you next week.
There's always next week.
Yeah, or maybe even Case of Chaos, because he's been like, it may not be next week, may not be the next month, but eventually he will stop you.
Can Case of Chaos close out season 1 as the BGF champion?
Oh, that would be interesting.
I guess we'll find out next week.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you for tuning in.
This concludes Monday Night Rollback.
Yes. And I'm not going to repeat Case of Chaos' great outro.
Damn, so. I was going to say it.
No, I'm not doing it. That needs to be the meme. That needs to have it. It's only him who can do that. So.
Why does he get all the catchphrases, huh?
Because he's awkward and he's great at this shit. Oh, yes. So, thank you for tuning in. And I guess we'll catch you next week.
You're trying really hard not to say it.
I'm really trying.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. And good watching.